The Creeps is all about this guy, Winston Berber, who wants to collect some rare books. So he goes to this fancy library where he meets Anna Quirrells. Bieber's looking to get his hands on the original Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, written in her own handwriting. Quirrells gets it out for him, preps the guy, and then leaves him alone, which is a big mistake. It's pretty obvious that he's gonna steal it. After he leaves, Anna can't resist, and she has to take a peek at the original work of Shelley. However, when she does, she realizes all too late what's happened, and now she's in trouble.
Oh my god.
Knowing that she can't go to her boss, or to the cops because she'll get fired, she hires a private eye, who also just so happens to manage a video store, David Raleigh. She explains her situation and gives him all the info she has on the guy. Meanwhile, we see what Berger's cooking. At his home lab, he's collected several original books and then they're all showcased. The Mummy, Wolfman, and Frankenstein so far. The only one he's missing is Dracula. So he heads back to the library to make the old switcheroo. Obviously, this is perfect for Anna. She can now catch the guy and keep her job. However, things don't go as planned for her, because Berber pulls out one of those toy extendable swords and electrocutes her. He takes her and the Dracula book back to his lab. When she wakes up, we learn that Anna has a bigger part to play in all this. She's now the human sacrifice needed to bring life to all of the creatures found in the books Berber's collected. Honestly, that's a pretty cool concept and a good way to make a Monster Mash movie. I'm excited to see these things. Luckily for Anna, David gets there just as the machine's fired up, and without her to complete it, the monsters are only half brewed, and they come out 3 foot tall. Really? You were this close, movie, this close to something good. Now, I'm not saying you can't cast little people in your movie, that's fine. But when their only goal is to be 6 foot tall, that's where the plot starts to unravel. So anyway, yeah, now they have to hunt down Anna to complete the ceremony. Berber explains to the monsters that they're all works of fiction, and their memories, their past, isn't real. He hopes that his new monsters will be his slave and he can rule the world. But it doesn't seem to work out that way. Instead, they tell him what to do. The first thing is to raid the library and bring Anna back to the lab. However, instead of Anna, they nab her boss, Miss Christina. Back at Berber's, he sees their mistake, but Dracula figures, why not give it a try? What's the worst thing that can happen? Well, how about a portal opens up, sucking Christina in and turning her into a Viking? And then the portal opens back up and sucks her in. What? Well, that didn't work. I guess they need Anna, so it's back to the library. After a long chase scene that doesn't go anywhere, Anna and Paul both end up at the lab. Just to make extra sure to work this time, Dracula wants to use both Anna and David as sacrifices for the experiment. Before starting the machine, however, Anna goes into this long speech about how these creatures are legendary. They'll never be forgotten as long as they remain works of fiction. If they're brought back to life, then they'll die, and that's that. But as a book, as the story, they'll live forever. Well, Berber's not buying it, and he flips the switch. But just like before, they both manage to escape. This time, Berber's sucked into the Viking portal, and when the monsters come out, still 3 foot tall, they decide to go back to the place of legend. Back to their books, to be remembered. And that was The Creeps. I'm not really sure why they named it that. Who's the creeps? The monsters? Are they saying that the movie will give you the creeps? Well, that's just plain wrong. There's nothing even remotely scary about this movie. The only saving grace here is Dracula, played by Phil Fontecaro. The dude knew what kind of film he was in. This is a silly monster movie, yet he played it so straight that I'd watch a full remake of Dracula with him as the main character. Berber did a decent job too. I mean, he at least made you laugh. I guess he's kind of the class clown, even if it was a bit over the top. The other monsters didn't do a thing. I wouldn't expect Frankenstein or the Mummy to do much more than grunt, but we have the Wolfman here. He should have transformed back into Larry Talbot in the morning. Then maybe he could have actually helped Anna or something like that. Here, they're all just walking drones, except for Dracula. And the little chasing that they do through the library ends up just being boring. The idea of bringing back literary monsters alive through their original books is actually pretty cool. I wish they would have gotten a few more unique ones, however, and not just the big four. Imagine King Kong coming out, but instead of a 30-foot tall gorilla, he's just the size of a normal gorilla. I think that'd be pretty funny. The Creeps has Full Moon's signature charm written all over it, and if you're into other movies directed by Charles Band, then I think you'll definitely get a kick out of this, even if it is just to tell your friends about the plot. I give it 1.5 retractable swords out of 4.
You got Portrait of a Lady.
No, I'm sorry, Tim.
Oh, thank God. My wife is out of luck. Give me The Bad Lieutenant.